voice. Let's go.
Today we're here in Malta, a fascinating island with 7,000 years of history, culture and arts. And even if you look behind me, south of Sicily is just 90 kilometers away. Looking to my right, we have North Africa, which is just 290 kilometers away. And to back of me, south of Gibraltar, 1,830 kilometers away. Now, what perfect place, what commercial hub to organize for the very first time the first ever awards for African migrants in the history of Malta. The bus has been fascinating. We've been receiving so many phone calls. It's been in the national newspapers, it's been on radio, it's been on TV. Please don't go away. We're going to be right back.
Today we're here in Valetta, Malta to celebrate the AFRCA4U award ceremony. This is actually the first ever award ceremony celebrating African achievement in this country.
There are many Africans in Malta have success stories. It's not easy, is it? It's not easy being an African, even if you have a passport. It's not easy because people look at the colour of your skin, and there's an element of the Maltese society which does not accept something different. And we have to live with this, and we have to work all the time to try and put the message across that these people they're like us. There's no difference. And I try and.
My name is Tony Tukumbo Eteka Fernandez. I'm from Nigeria. Many of you who don't know, that's in West Africa. I'm a published author and poet, MC, youth empowerment consultant, and my brand is called Africa4U. Africa4U really is simply about promoting true life and success stories of Africans in diaspora and Africans around the world. In the last 3 years, we've organized Africa4U Awards in Holland, in Germany. I think March last year we were in New Jersey for the first time, and we organized the Africa4U Awards for Africans in New York and New Jersey, which went very well. And our brand is all about promoting the true life stories of Africans around the world. And I also mean by that not just promoting people who are famous, but also people who are upcoming, which is very, very important, which is something we don't. Community cohesion is very important. It breaks down barriers, and the ease makes the flow much, much easier. So today, I'm here to celebrate you, and I hope this journey continues for a long time.
Bad boys. Let's go. Tony Tukumbo Fernandez. You know we get him out.
Ivory and Ghana.
So what do you think Malta needs to do to change the eventually?
I think like elsewhere in Europe, it's about the government. They have to change the speech, because since they keep on telling people that refugees are negative, people have to go back to their country. They keep it alive to get elected, so they just have to change the speech.
Yeah, and obviously it's quite relevant today because they're having political discussions about immigrants today.
Yes,
and refugees. So what do you think the outcome will be, and what do you think you hope to see at Malta?
I really hope that at least, because the gathering like that is so political, they forget the side of the daily life of the human, of the people. This video or whatever we're doing, it is good for them to know that people who are living daily this difficulty, the only thing they want is to have respect. because these are fathers, mother, normal children. They need that respect that is must be granted to anybody.
So it's lovely to meet you all. And obviously we're here this evening to celebrate African culture, but also multiculturalism in general. And what kind of role do you think multiculturalism plays in Malta right now?
To me, multiculturalism in Malta does not play much role because Maltese society are not accepting the multiculturalism, especially people from Africa, black skin is a very big issue in Malta here. From the society as well from the government. So we are facing very difficult issues sometimes when it comes to anything that we want to do, from documentation to even just a small service at the hospital and in places like where people in need and have a right to go there. Most of the places we are not welcome there. So,
and is there anything that's been done, like activist-wise, like are people trying to change that at all?
it's very, very difficult because the country is small, people know each other. So if you have an issue with someone and you go to someone else, they speak to each other, it come like they're nearly almost cousins, you know. So
yeah.
They will never let each other behind to support you, you know. They stick to each other over you, so it's very difficult sometimes.
And I know you've done a lot of work and been quite active in this kind of area, and basically trying to raise a voice for ethnic minorities. Like, what things have you done? What things have you experienced?
Well, personally, I always work with people because we have a migrant organization which called.
It's very difficult, and culturally, how is that different?
It's difficult, and we don't know what is the problem. We don't come for government, we don't come for population, we don't know. We're just working to pay taxes, we pay everything. You understand? But we really are prepared. We want to sacrifice.
So it's lovely to meet you, David. And you obviously set up African Media Association. Could you tell us about what the association does and why it was set up in the first place?
The history was that one migrant from Somalia, who was a radio journalist, came through the system through 5 months of detention, and from the open centre at Malta, they were trying to find him some work. And they said, David, you're on the radio, he's from radio, can you meet? So we met, and he said, I want to restart my career. He'd been 18 months out of career while he was struggling around different countries of Africa and detention. And I said, the only way we're going to get you working is that we create a project and get funding for it, which is helping the migrant community here. And that's how it started. So the concept of Migrant Skills Register is that migrants register. It's like a CV online, but we also can interview them. And we try then to find them a connection with employers who are looking for those skills, because nobody knows what skills they've got. Many of them are just not registered in the system.
So you talk about like a lot of difficulties that migrants go through in terms of work and trying to find work, but what's the situation like for migrants in general in Malta?
It's very hard. I mean, it's a safe place to be, but it's not a comfortable place to be.
And what are you hoping that will happen through the organisation and other similar organisations?
There are many NGOs helping migrants in different ways, some legal assistance, some other assistance, integration assistance. We have to give hope that on their own they don't have hope, most of them. And it's very hard. There are lots of bureaucratic barriers, and the system doesn't work easily. There's not a consistent system across Europe. So of course, in some countries it's much easier. They're more readily taken into school for the children. They're more readily given healthcare.
My opinion again, I mean, it doesn't matter what level the immigrants are, but we just have to learn more and understand one another. Thank you very much.
Bedwise, Lascar, Tony Tokumbo Fernandez. You know we get him out.